Today's topic is happy economics from Arnab. Is it sounds strange to you? Maybe, but in the 21st century, when every aspects of life is getting changed or transformed, economics as a subject have also elaborated its way to contribute something new to the society. We all know that economics is known as social science, and thus it takes care of social crisis arises from time to time. In this era of fast-moving lives, plenty of material resources to relax that aims to involve more into the digitization, people becomes materialistic, and thus the human beings are facing the new types of mental crisis. Economics interrupts those problems, and thus it's a new branch of study, economics of happiness or happy economics. Welcome to my channel Arnab Ghosh Psychonomy once again. Happy economics is the formal academic study of the relationship between individual satisfaction and economic issues such as employment and wealth. Where standard economics relies on measurements of income and consumption, or other observed behaviors to demonstrate the immeasurable concept of utility, or the satisfaction of material wants and needs, happiness economics uses surveys and related methods to elicit people to directly reveal their level of satisfaction. Happiness economics applies econometric analysis to discover which factors might increase or decrease human well-being and quality of life. Happiness economics is a relatively new branch of research. Mainstream economics has long relied on the concept of utility, the enjoyment that people experience from the satisfactions of wants and needs. However, because the subjective, internal experience of happiness, joy, or felt unease cannot be directly observed or measured by an external observer, economists rely on observing people's actions to reveal what gives the utility. To measure this utility, economists use various observable proxies, terms of money, to indicate how much utility people experience from various economic goods or activities. The basic idea is that measuring the amount of money that people are willing to pay or accept for various goods and services on a market demonstrates the amount of utility they expect to receive from those things. This also means that economists often use indicators like a person's income or total consumption to indicate their total utility. Happiness economics is an attempt to overcome certain shortcomings of this traditional approach by trying to measure utility, or happiness, more directly. One major shortcoming of traditional utility theory is that because it relies on observed market prices, quantities, and incomes, it cannot account for the enjoyment that people receive from goods, services, activities, or amenities that occur outside of markets. This means that impact on human happiness of anything that is not or cannot be traded on a market will be at best difficult or impossible to measure. It also assumes that the observed market prices and quantities capture the full value of those goods and services that are traded on markets, which may not always be the case. Those who study happiness economics argue that it is essential to examine factors affecting quality of life, beyond typical areas of economic studies such as income and wealth. Happiness economics seeks to overcome these problems, mainly by asking people to fill out surveys that directly ask people to rank or score the happiness they receive, or to reveal how much they might be willing to pay or accept for things that do not have explicit market prices. They also analyze indices tracking the quality of life in different countries, focusing on factors such as access to health care, life expectancy, literacy levels, political freedom, gross domestic product per capita, cost of living, social support, and pollution levels. Gross domestic product is better known as GDP. Note that collecting data on happiness can serve a number of purposes, including helping governments to design better public policies. Happiness economics indices. Over the past 30 or so years, a number of happiness economics metrics have emerged. Common ones include gross domestic happiness and happiness indices that aim to track the well-being of people living in several countries in the world. Gross domestic happiness is better known as GDH worldwide. According to the 2021 World Happiness Report, the happiest countries are 1. Finland, 2. Iceland, 3. Denmark, 4. Switzerland, 5. Netherlands, 6. Sweden, 7. Germany, 8. Norway, 9. New Zealand, last but not least, 10. Austria. Besides the above list, Bhutan also maintains good statistics for happiness amongst the citizens of that country. They also have their Ministry of Happiness. Europe, home to most of the countries topping the 2021 list, is particularly engaged with happiness economics. The region's Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development gathers data on happiness economics and ranks its 35 member countries based on factors such as housing, income, employment, education, environment, civic engagement, and health. Rest in the next. If you like this video, please like and subscribe this channel to get updates. Thank you very much. Bye bye.